Hey, rich friends, it's your girl Cha Cha, reporting live from the Money Mantra, and we're back with another Forex education video. I just want to give a special shout out to everybody who has been rocking with me since the beginning. You guys know that I started just on Zoom and I've taken it to YouTube and developed a platform. So, shout out to all of my returning subscribers and supporters. Shout out to the people who are just finding my channel and are just starting their trading journey. You are really in for a treat. And I really just want to be able to make this journey a little bit easier for you. So if you really want to continue to learning, I encourage you to explore my channel. And if you need more assistance, you can register for personal mentorship via my new learning platform. And that information is down below in the description box. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys a trade idea that we took last week in the group chat. This trade was dropped on December 10th, 2003, and it was suggested for a sell for market execution or a sell limit at this price. I am getting into the habit of having my students find their own stop losses because everybody uses different indicators and everybody uses different time frames to trade. So I don't want to be in control of the stop loss, but I will give them a profit target to look forward to. So in this trade, we had a TP1 of 40 pips, a TP2 of 60 pips, and a TP3 of 80 pips. Now, this trade was suggested for a sell, and we're going to head over to TradingView and we're going to see what actually happened. So when I dropped this trade idea, it was Sunday night, it was right after a class, and I was looking at this trade for a sell. And let me just add the rest of my indicators here. So when I'm getting into my trades, I use these four indicators. I have two EMAs here. So this blue line is a 50 EMA and this purple line is a 200 EMA. Now, these are just moving averages that gives us a little bit of insight into the price, and I'll show you what I mean. Usually, when the candles are below these lines, the market will tend to go down, versus when they are above these lines, the market will tend to go up. And I'll just scroll back a little bit so that you guys can see more examples of this. We have another example here. We can see the candles cross below one of the EMAs and sold down. We can see the candle was above the EMA and it went up. Another example here. So that's the first thing I look for since I like to read my chart from the top down when I'm getting into a trade. And I noticed that it was under both. So that was two confirmations for a sell. The third thing that I noticed was that my momentum indicator was negative. For me, a sell confirmation is if the momentum indicator is facing down and or negative. So that was an additional two confirmations that I should take the trade for a sell. Then I also noticed that my stochastic were below 50 and facing down. For me, I use trigger words when getting into my trade. So up, over, above, higher tend to correspond with buys, and down, below, under, and lower tend to correspond with sells. So for me, this was it looked like a good setup for a sell. So I set my stop loss 40 pips up here, and I set my take profit 40 pips down here because I was expecting to market the sell. But we're going to look at it and see what actually happened. So we can see that it started to sell, but then it quickly went up. Then the market continued to buy. So this trade did not go in my favor. It actually hit stop loss. Some of the things that I could say that I missed when I entered this trade was that the market was in a demand zone. And when the market is in a demand zone, it will tend to go up. And if we look at everything that was happening prior, it also was giving more signs of a buy than a sell. So if I would have just been a little bit more thorough, and I'll just zoom out so that you guys can see, this was the trade idea I took, and this is the way the market went. But of course, everything makes more sense in retrospect. So this didn't work out, but that's okay. Every trade isn't going to go in our favor, but I hope that you guys learned something from this and you learn to really just slow down, check all the indicators, look at the overall trend, and don't really rush it because there's always going to be an opportunity to get into another trade. So until next time, rich friends.